there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
Let's go.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright.
Second down, another run to Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Landry uses the spin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
The Raiders at 10-5 to start play, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Mims. Hard throw. Incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. York able to send this one through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happens. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Oh, nice move. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Yeah, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Lance.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Touchdown!
Jonathan Taylor
becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year.
And the Niners are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Now for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
A short kick.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. Well, he does have a good leg, I'll give him that, but not that good.
Not by a long shot.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Lance looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing him.
2nd down and goal. Lance. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side. Landry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now we give right side. Landry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
A Raider 1st down, 17 yards. Now a give, right side. Landry stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Niners 14, Raiders 3.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Landry. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry, and able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
On the ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that to this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 42 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. First and 10, Taylor now. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Lance now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to move back in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 17-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember last time. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On play action, Lance. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Shotgun now for Lance. And this is caught by Watkins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Lance. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. He still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Lance. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, it's Lance. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That's their second. They'll be down to 1 remaining here in this first half. The Lance going to throw. Touchdown 49ers. Mecole Hardman. His 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Ready? Deputy, get the wolf. Hurry, hurry.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The York on now for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. mark ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Throwing his lance on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his men a rest.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Landry calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Mims. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Come on.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
They'll run on first down. Landry, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. He gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 209 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now a give right side. Landry, he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Off play action. Mims. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Mims. We'll find Gibson here complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now a give, right side. Landry. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Landry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. From the gun on 3rd down. Mims. Touchdown Raiders. From 6 yards away. And the Raiders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here we go.
Desperation time here. Lance. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Right, 97.
On first down, Lance. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
17.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing now is Lance. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. That's caught left side by Hardman. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Lance to throw it. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time. And
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. After the sack on first down, Lance. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? I go all the way back to the best coaches I've ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lance. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Press it. Stick.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Mims. That one caught by Gibson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Landry. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Mims. Will go down as a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now a handoff up the middle. Landry trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Lance back to throw. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And cycle.
Here's Lance. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Lance looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders are going to win the football game. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On third down, Landry. He'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
What is this?
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Las Vegas, they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.
Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it.